Sound check. Check, check. 1, 2. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We have skipped ahead a couple of days, so let me just rehash you a little. We changed around the workshop, moved a whole bunch of stuff, hacked up a bench. Now we've got all our shelving that was here, over here. We've got a mystery RB25 just sitting here. No, it's not a mystery. It's out of this RB25. We've moved 2 cars over, so we've got 2 33s here now, and an MX-5. This guy is getting reshelled into this guy here. If you've been around the channel for quite a while, you will know what is exactly under that car. It happened to belong to me about 6 or 8 months ago, and then I ended up selling it. Yes, it was an R33 maroon shell. I actually had a video about it. Anyway, long story short, it has a respray, it looks nice and clean, and the reason he bought mine was to reshell this into this, because this has had some secret horror damage done to it. Is this the one that I think it has? No, okay, it doesn't have the checkered bottom. Oh my god, I did not see that. Oh, what happened to the boot? No, not that part. I know that part.
Big accident and then rust from not being repaired properly.
And this definitely does not look factory. You can see all this seam sealer underneath all this paint. Now, this has had a rear end, a pretty big rear end, a couple of years ago, and by a couple, it's probably about, I don't know, what do you reckon, 5, 10 years?
You're speculating on that one.
I am speculating. Alright, let's speculate. 10 years? Either way, it was a long time ago, long enough that this thing has been back on the market, has been driving around.
Work on it, I would probably go more than 10 years.
Yeah, that's the thing that's kind of cool about this, was, yeah, this thing is like a time capsule. It is glitter. We have paint decal things. The front had.
Your interior is cream, so.
Ugh, I'm getting. Hold on, wait. This is a whole different story. We'll get to that one. It had metal vented guards, like the triple hole, old school 90s, you know, sex spec as vented guards. Yeah. I'll show them later. I'll show you guys in the daytime. It's Ogura, that's what I was after. Yeah, if you guys are into cars, okay, even if you're not into cars, have you ever heard of a fuel filter, or no, sorry, not a fuel filter, a fuel cooler? So yeah, this thing is a living, well, it's now no longer living, but it was a living time capsule. It had a pretty cool motor in it with quite high horsepower. It's had mods done in its past. It has white leather interior. Some old school, what are they, Monzas? Yes, they are. Monza seats in here, the Auto Technicas. It's literally a time capsule. But it's come here because we're doing a reshell of this into the other one. I know non-car people are like, but what has been done? Just look. That's all I can say. That is a lot of work. A lot of work. This has to go into the other car. This doesn't even look like a fuse box anymore. Some reloads. This is his motor. This is the RB25. I don't know anything about this, Benjamin. Do you want to run me through it? Apart from the fact that it had a puddle in the in the core packs. Bro, it still ran. I have a slight bit of moisture in my K-cars, spark plugs, boom, it doesn't run properly. Have a little bit in my L-series and my 240Z through my vented bonnet. Nope, 5 cylinders. This thing has a small size ant Olympic pool going on in the core packs. Yeah, no, it's good.
Gotta get that out, flip it on the stand. One thing at a time though, getting the gearbox out first.
Yeah, this one also 500 horsepower?
Yeah, I think it made like 470 or something. It's got like the CP pistons and spool rods and
what ECUs are on?
Big Garrett on it, and it's got a link.
Okay, cool.
G4S. It wasn't a E85, so yeah, I think it was just touching on. There's an old dyno sheet on the thing down in there.
I want to see. We want to see, don't we? Let's go back in time. Oops, sorry, I'm filming the roof. There's some old school looking mirrors too. Oh, they got broken.
Oh, there you go. So you got a 500 on high boost and a 440 on low boost, by the looks of that.
Interesting. Yeah, motor's out, getting gearbox out. Probably gonna do a bit of a refresh on it because it has been sitting for quite a while. But that's Ben's current job. My job. Welcome to the video and welcome to tonight. I know that was a quick rehash. Yeah, we are back on the 1J. Now I am prepping this car to take it to a downshift meet in the coming days, this weekend. So Friday, it's what, Tuesday, Wednesday at the moment. We're getting the motor in. However, we're doing something rather interesting and not something you do every day. I have a brand new R154 here from Toyota with its beautifulness. It's so pretty. It's like the holy grail. No, I'm kidding. It's for me it is. It's the cleanest, newest box I own. So, but yeah, we're doing something I have not actually done before with any of my cars. We are converting a pull type clutch to a push type. So this clutch is an ORC 559DE twin plate metal clutch. So this one and the SE series clutch is apparently meant to be the next best fandangle drifting clutch to use, especially from ORC. So I wanted to give them a go, and I imported one across from Japan. This is also the first ever like big money clutch, serious kind of thing I've ever bought. I always get like I've had a couple of brass buttons, some organics, heavy duties. Either way, this clutch was like almost as much as the box. It was crazy priced, but I really wanted one, and after putting one in Sam's car and just seeing how that felt and how it went, I was pretty set on getting one, so I did. But let's open the box. We have a whole conversion from pull to push in here. Dum, 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 dum. There are manuals now. All the manuals are in Japanese. I'll open that later. Look at grease. Alright, what do we got? Nissan. Wait. Oh, I'm putting Nissan parts in my Toyota Nissan. Oh, thank you, RC. Ogura. Got our bearing. Got our fork. Brand new fork. So this guy here will replace this guy in here. So we're gonna undo this and then put that little dude in there, but we'll get to that. Let's go through what we've got in this box. Comes with a slave and a bracket setup for the conversion. Comes with everything you need to do this conversion, which is really convenient and awesome. And I've got some fly bolts. And some stickers. Hell yeah. We have kg FM, not Newton meters, as our torque settings on this particular installation. So I have to convert 3 kg FM to Newton meters, which I have to bring up an online calculator, and we've got 29.4 Newton meters to 3 kg FM, which is kilogram force meter. No idea what. Never kind of crossed kg FM before as a torque setting, so that's interesting. First thing I've got to do here with the conversion is I have to undo my fork. So I've pulled the pin of this guy here. I now have to put this guy on what I pulled off with this little line. So you can see there's no line on the other side. The line has to face inwards and has to go in here and torque to 3 kg FM, which I'm going to need an Allen's key bit. So I got my torque wrench, got it set up, and then get up to the next stage. I'm so excited to drive a brand new box. Should be magical. I have no idea what this JZ is going to go like though. It'll be rather interesting. This is a HKS built 1JZ. My first kind of fruity motor, I suppose, because I've never really bothered doing like internals. I do want to comp test it. I don't have a starter motor. I'm going to buy a starter motor and an alternator. I'm going to give you your alternator back. I pinched it. Probably going to hit up Golby's and get a 150 amp alternator, which is like a heavy duty. I think it comes off an LS motor, but they've converted it so it suits for 1JZ, 2JZ, and give you more oomph. All the oomphs. But yeah, take my word for it. Otherwise, you'll see it coming in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to order some parts for this and get it knocked out. more big news, as well as everything that's going on in the first half of this, getting all these cars over here. For all you Mazda fans, there is an NB Miata out the front here that we are going to do a turbo conversion on. So if you're a big fan of Mazdas, or you want to see the cute little cars get some attention, TLC coming up on that one, as well as the reshelling of the 233s out the front here, as well as obviously putting the J in the 32 and getting that running. Now that's going to be steamrolling in the next couple of weeks due to the also sad news for you Mazda fans. I have taken a deposit on the FD RX-7. It is pending sold at this point. Yeah, very sad day, but it had to be done. It has to be done. I can't leave a $100,000 RX-7 just sitting here rotting away for years on end. It'll just eat at me, and it's a beautiful car. It deserves to have a good life and to get used and to get out there. So I'm happy with who it's going to. They're big rotary fans. They've had rotaries for years, and I've also known them for over a decade. So I feel like the car is going into good hands rather than going to some unknown on car sales. But yeah, it's still... Look at ghosts. It's still pretty sad, but it's happening. So because that's happening, we now have a lot of progress incoming on the drift car. I need to get that thing out. My aim and my deadline that I gave myself was I wanted that thing to be driving by the end of April, and I want to be out at tandems, I want to be out doing comps, I want to be out practicing. I need to catch up on a lot of seat time with that car and a lot of driving, a lot of drifting. I feel like my skills are getting rusty and I hate not being able to drift and have something like that to drive. So yeah, hopefully we'll get that done soon, and more progress, more seat time. You guys will see a lot more footage of actual track time and actual driving, not just all this working in the garage forever stuffs, which can be fun too, but you've got to have a healthy balance, otherwise you go clinically insane. Now this collar here, it's telling me to lube it up, so I'm going to get my grease out, lube up the outside collar here. Same deal, it's telling me to lube up the inside of the pin here and across here, as well as a point under here, and which for the point under here is actually these guys here. So the two, any contact points for metal to metal. And for my release bearing, you can see this release bearing has like a, let me put this down. So see how that pocket is there? So what we're going to do is we're going to grease up the whole inside of the release bearing, and then we're going to put some excess in that pocket there so that it always has some grease for it to use. Step 3 was put the pin back in, and then put the little pin on the end of the pin, and now we are doing this bit here. So everything's undone. These two here go with these, and these brackets go with those. Oops. And obviously they're my flywheel bolts for later. So all I need to do here really is undo my line. Yeah. Put my line in my slave. Up here. So we got 4.3 to 4.8 for these two, and then we've got, so that's for the slave, and then we've got 2 kgfm for the 2 bolts on the brackets. I was actually pleasantly surprised that you get like a cool little dust cover bracket. So this one goes on here, right there, and this guy goes on top of it. I wouldn't say really this is a how-to, more of a this is the kit and this is how it went together. Not a like this, do that kind of thing. But it's all together, it works, and this is what it does. Oh god, I don't want to push it over. Hey, yeah, I just made it work. Okay, do this one-handed. There we go. Now I've just got to adjust these. There it is there. So 4.3 to 4.8 kilograms. I almost said kilograms. 4.3 to 4.8 kilograms is clutch time. I've never done a twin plate before, so what we're going to do here is we're going to draw a line down both the plates of fly and the pressure plate, so I know exactly pressure plate. So I know exactly where they went. Meanwhile, Benjamin's having this wonderful job with some Allen's key ingenuity on a pressure plate to get this off. That's scary.
Yeah, how tight do you want to do your pressure plate?
I mean, if it wasn't an Allen key, maybe, but the fact that that's an Allen key, that's scary, and you're moving and it's not.
9 Ogura. Been around for a while.
Oh, it's got a head drain kit. Old school chromey head drain kit. Franklin Engineering Co. NZ.
Frank Walker from National Tire.
No, please, dear God, no. I was about to say it's not too mank, but it's.
What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's all great.
Oh.
Tis an RB, that was a snappy boy.
Snappy boys. This is the, so you can jack against it when you really got to get something.
The oomph bar. I have my dotties, I get 1, 2, 3, 4 dotties, and then I got my arrows all pointing down, so I know exactly what order and where it goes. Because, again, I've never done a twin plate before, and I don't want to screw it up. So we've got my little alignment tool. It's my 1JZ one, goes in here. Alright, you can hammer away, go.
Tappy, tappy. Just give it a little tapping. Oh, that's a swing.
Tap it in. We graduated from the mini torque wrench. Now using big boy torque wrench because this only goes up to 110, and the total torque settings for the flywheel is 117.6 Newton meters. Thank God they wrote that in Newton meters. They did write it in that weird other one. What is it? KGFM. It is 12 KGFM. Sweet. And do you want to check the harmonic balancer? It was 117.9 for each flywheel bolt, and it was 39.2 Newton meters for the cover plate, they call it. Also put a tiny bit of thread sealant as recommended here. So yeah, and I have checked that the clutch plates are aligned. They are minty. So, next stage, box on, hope the bolts that I got for the box work. Otherwise we're going to Golpies and we're getting some more bolts. That kind of burnt a bit more time than we were anticipating, so what we're going to do, I think it's like 1 AM at the moment, so we're going to call it for tonight and come back in the morning. What time is it?
It's
3
3 AM? Okay, it was 1 AM. It was 1 AM last time I checked, okay, it's 3 AM. This is the NBMX5 that's currently getting its motor ripped out. This one already had its motor ripped out tonight, so you almost done 2 in 1 night, Benjamin.
What first?
But yeah, this is getting turboed. It also has a bunch of little goodies and stuff. It belongs to a friend of ours, so you'll see this quite a bit on and off the channel in the coming weeks. Yeah, yay! So we're gonna go home, go have some dinner, and then crash out and get back to this tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys then. Enjoy. Bye.